Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to get this displacement work that I've done over to Maya, and let's just pick the head to start off with. Actually, you know what? I want to go down subdivision levels. I can hit Shift-D on all these things, or actually in the Z plugin there is Subtool Master, and which one is it? Low res visibility, invert low res. Is it this one? Set visible subtools to lowest subdivision level. Boop, and it takes everything and puts it all to the lowest subdivision level. Makes this a little bit faster. So I got the head selected. If I go down here to displacement map, and there's the displacement map of old, I'm going to hit create new disk map. Great. And it does flip it vertically. I can go down here and I can export out the map from here, and then import it into Maya. One other evil trick though is if I take the head right now and I hit export, if I change this from OBJ here to MA file, and what have I got here? I got a lot of stuff in here. We'll just call this head 3. We'll call it head, and I'm going to put the word disp on the end so I kind of know this is the head with a displacement map on it. Okay, great. Save. I almost want to make a subfolder for it. And then I go back over here and I go File and I hit Open Scene. I can find head disp, open, do not shave, and we will find that it's brought it in. Now the wonderful thing about this is if I go in and check this out with my Arnold render, okay, Arnold render isn't happy because there's no lights in here. So I'm just going to go Arnold lights and we'll open up a Sky Dome light, see how that works. Okay, and you can see that something's going on here. Okay, it's smoothing it at the time of render and it's actually picking up the displacement, kind of. Okay, and this thing here looks really extra shiny, and also too, whenever I'm recording and I'm doing it at the same time, everything slows right the hell down. I'm just going to go in here to the piece of geometry here, and my head blend has got I go over here, it's basically, it's got a blend on here, so blends don't render very well, so I can actually go up here, and hopefully this doesn't crash while I do this. Is the AI standard in here? There it is, standard surface. Bloop. Okay, that's not bad, and we'll just take the specular weight down. Uh-oh. Oh, everything just went really, really slow for a minute. I'm just going to turn that down so we got nothing really for specular. Anyway, it's going to give me a bit of a flat color. Great. Okay, it's too white. Come on. Okay, whatever. But the big thing is, if I select this object again, I'm getting lots of lag. Come on, click Sipu. If I go into the Arnold section here, you might notice that if I take this and I hit 1, I'm going to get a very... oh, it's not happy with me. Okay, there it is. So you're seeing the kind of the chunky side of everything. In the attribute editor, if I go to this Arnold section, scroll down a little bit, and of course that closed it because I'm moving my mouse around too quickly. Great. Let's go down here, and in subdivision, none. I'm going to switch that to Cat Clark. Okay, and I can bring up my iterations maybe to 4, see how that works, see if I get the details in I want. And now we'll start to see some of these details start to render and pick up. So my displacement map is hooked up, and it's almost hooked up perfectly. Okay, I'm going to do that again a couple of times. So I just turned off the render because it's just so freaking laggy. And if I come in here, let's grab the shirt next. And if I go down to displacement map, create disk map, boop, there, done. Go zipping up here, export, and I'm going to call this shirt 3. Shirt disp, and hit save, and then I go zipping over into, and you know what I just realized is you can't see what the hell I was just doing. Damn it. This thing, if I scale it down, okay, there, over here you couldn't see that when I hit create disk map, it gives me intensity and everything like that, and I just went up here to export and I went out as an MA file. Okay, and so now I'm going to go back over here, and when I bring it in, I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to hit Import. When I import, make sure that This is set to merge and select namespace, single object. Doesn't matter about the single object because this is actually isn't an OBJ. This is an MA file. So great. There we go. And I'll bring in the shirt disp. There it is. Also, too, if you see some of these faceted edges, you don't like them, you can just go to Mesh Display and you hit Soften Edge, and the problem is gone. And when I hit Soften Edge, there's something weird happened there. Let's grab this one. Let's try this again. Mesh Display, Soften Edge. Everything's softened. Okay, good. And that's not what I wanted. Take the shirt, and if I hit 1, go on, let's try it again. 1. And then you'll see that same problem, Soften Edge, so the edges are smooth. I might be able to take this, switch from a blend to the AI standard surface. There. Hopefully that doesn't cause any bad problems. Take this object and I look here for the subdivision section. None. Switch it to Cat Clark. Probably put it up to 3 or 4. There is displacement attributes in here as well if I'm having real problems, but that should work. I can double check here if I just go to Arnold and I hit render. There, and it's got the shirt and the displacement's on the shirt too, and I'm a happy, happy little camper. Okay, and I'm going to keep doing this for the other pieces too. And I don't know how boring this is going to be to watch over and over again because it's all kind of the same after this. And go in here, select the pants, go down to displacement, create a displacement map. There we are. Go up to export and hit export pants, and I keep using the word disp in here because I've got too many files. I'm saving over and over again, trying to document this whole thing out. So now when I go in here, file, import, MA file, pants. There we go. Do the same thing again. Grab them. I'm just going to hit 1, hit mesh display, soften the edge. By the way, you can take these things after you've softened the edge. Alt-Shift-D deletes the history on them, so that history is gone. Cat Clark. Take that up to, say, 4, I think. Okay, if I need more detail on them, I can go further, but I think that should be good. And what's the other thing? Up here, if I find the blend, switch that. Standard surface. And we'll do it again. Do it till I'm blue in the face. I'm just holding down Alt to select the shoes. Export, MA file, shoe. Great. And I'm just going to keep doing these things here so it's faster. Arms. And create disk map. Done. Export. Okay. I've got Maya hotkeys on my fingers now. What about the eyes? Let's go up here. My eyes and teeth don't have UVs yet, I don't think, so I'm just going to take the eyes anyway. They don't need a displacement map in this case here, but I think I have moved them around. So we'll just call these eyes. I'll call it disp, but it isn't a disp. And there's teeth, but the teeth I haven't finished yet, so if I show the teeth, yeah, they're not done. I still got to work on Greta teeth. But I should be fine for now, because this is just going to help me get everything over to Maya and get the other parts for texturing. And if I'm back in Maya, boop. Because what I'm trying to do is set this next one up for rigging. What are we at? It's 8 o'clock already. Import shoe disp. And I'll take this, zip into the Cat Clark. And if I go in and I take these and I hit mesh display, soften edge, just hit 1. And what else do I want in here? The blend, switch it from a blend to a AI standard surface. And what have we got? Arms, disp, right there. 1. Soften edge. Subdivision none. Cat Clark. 4. Okay, and what else? Back up over here, the blend. Boop. Done. Okay, and I'll just do a quick file, import eyes. It just, everything doesn't feel right without the eyes. Okay, and the hair and all those things. The eyes don't need a displacement fix or anything like that. Might just go here to mesh display and hit soften edge and hit 1. But the display here doesn't need any work. It's maybe just, let's go and delete the history for a second, find this blend. I'll get rid of it. Okay, so that is bringing stuff from Zbrush to Maya and getting all the displacement maps in here just for the hell of it, just to make sure everything works. I'll hit render and make sure I'm not lying to you. Everything's in here, and you can see all the nice little wrinkles and definitions that I put on things. And yeah, now we're ready to do some rigging and or texturing, but I'm going to do some... Oh, right up in there, you might even notice there's like a weird little seam on the forehead. Sometimes that's because the texture that you're using will have a filter on it. And this thing's not going to like me. And you kind of see it from a distance, but when you're close up, it'll disappear. Yeah, see, it's starting to fade as I get closer. Or am I crazy? Yeah, no, it disappears. It is a filter thing, so if you do find yourself with that problem, if I go here and I find the shader group for this, and I go into the displacement map, and right here there's a filter type. If I turn that off, okay, that line disappears again. And when I zoom out, come on, I'm zooming. From a distance, I can almost see it still. Is there anything else on here? There might be a texture from... I go back here to the place to... No, if I go back to the shader group. Okay, come on. AI standard surface? No, there's no texture there. Okay, might have to do some more investigating, figure that one out. But I'm going to stop here.